Hello, hello, hello. It's Marnell from Miemie's Keepsakes. Welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm so happy you're here. I'm still working on my French billet doux journal. This beautiful kit was created by Rachel from Rach and Bella Crafts, and she's hosting a big collaboration at the moment. She's doing 100 days of junk journal ideas, and I will try to remember to link her information video in the description box if you want to go see what that's all about. But it's just 100 days of different YouTube channels doing videos on certain prompts, or not prompts, but junk journal ephemera pieces. So the first week was pockets and tucks. The second week was the journal covers and binding, and the third week is tags and decorative elements. And this week my video for this collaboration will come up on Monday. Let's see, Rach and Bella Crafts and Bella Craft Studio did their video on Saturday, so they showed you the third freebie that's available on her Ko-fi site. And then Antonio Makes did a video on Sunday, mine's on Monday, Yvonne Preston is Tuesday, Scrapbooking with Me is Wednesday, Little Nest Crafts are Thursday, and Nageza Creates are on Friday, and we will all do tags and decorative elements. Okay, so let's get on to making tags and decorative elements. I'm going to put this away. I still need to work on my cover and sew in my signature, so this all still needs to be done, but this at least is in the beginning phases of creating a journal. So what I want to do today is tags with pockets. I have some lightweight cardstock cut into strips. These were cut off from other projects, pieces that I don't know, some left. So they're different sizes, not even the same size. I have one of the beautiful journaling pages here. I think this was either in the ephemera kit or the journaling kit, I'm not sure. And then these are so pretty. These are the background pages. And I have mostly blues, but I do have some, let me see, I have some scrap pieces left too from other projects, some pinks and more blues. I love the blues. These are so pretty. I think I'm going to use them in a lot of projects. They are exactly what I like. Anyway, so those are the pages we'll be working with today to decorate our tags. And I also have some of the ephemera pieces that I printed smaller and some regular size. We'll go through them a little bit more in detail, and I think I've shown you these before, but we'll use some of that. And then we'll also use some of Rachel's tags that's in the kit. She has a lot of tags and pockets in this kit. That's just there for you to cut out and start decorating. Easy. So let's start with the tag shapes. I have them here. And maybe let's do a pink one because I won't have time for everything. A blue one and this color. So what I want to do is, let me just grab my journal and see, because I was thinking these might be too long. So I need to cut them shorter. Something maybe like here. So let's do that. Just gonna put the three together and let's see if my cutter can, I think it might be able to do, well, let's not be lazy. Let's do them separately. This one I could the same size because I do want to add a pocket on this tag. And where's my spot? So if it's a little longer, I give more space for a tag on the big tag. I put a little tag in the pocket, or maybe some journaling spots or something in there. Okay. I think I want to cover these with the beautiful papers that Rachel has, rather than just leaving them blank and then decorate them. And then the backs can be writing spots. Let's see what we have here. Maybe this blue color. And I have to cut it there. Let's do this scissors because it's small enough. But let's just draw a line so that I have some amount of it being straight. That's for the blue one. So many papers on my desk. I'm working on different journals at the moment, so it is a little crazy to say the least. Shall we use this one? It is so pretty. Maybe on this and keep that. Okay, that one has paper. And the pink. This one, or do I have enough of this to combine with that pink? I'm gonna do this and then make the pocket from that one. Okay. Pencil. So how are you guys doing? Let me know if spring is in the air where you live, or if winter's coming for you, depending on where you live. But we've had a couple of weird days where it was actually snowing. Yeah, I was getting ready. We had quite a bit of really nice days. Oh, how did I get this more? We'll just do that. Anyway, we had a couple of really nice days, and then it started snowing. It was so weird. I mean, like, I was getting ready for spring already in my head, like planting flowers. Just, well, not planting, but you know, imagining that's what I'll be doing next week. And yeah, that did not happen, or it will not happen at all. Not soon. It's still a lot of frost at night, so we won't be planting anything anytime soon. Okay, I think that will work, but maybe I want that. Not sure. If this is too busy, well, let's keep the pink. Okay, and so that's the pocket for that one. That's what I was cutting. If I didn't say that out loud, like for this one, I wonder if we can do some of this. I'm just over here looking at the ephemeral pieces. I'm gonna cut this one out and see if it's big enough. I'm not sure. Because I still want to make a window, so I think this might be too small. Yeah, it's too small to add a window on there. So let's see with the scrap pieces what I have. This looks nice with it. Just cutting the white piece off. I printed it borderless, but it still printed a border. I don't know if you guys have the same kind of problem when printing a letter size, US letter size. It just, okay, that's too much there. And this, and I'm going to make a fairly deep pocket because, like I say, I do want to add a window on here as well. That one. For this one, we could maybe use this. Maybe we could make a double pocket with this one. I was just thinking maybe if we add 2 pockets, that might be interesting. First one, the front pocket will have a window, and then the second one will just have a tag in it. Let's see, cut it down there. Maybe if I cut this one a little smaller, and then no, I want pink or blue, maybe the pink, and then add another pocket in behind. So it needs to be higher than that one. Okay, so that one will go in behind. And then we'll glue. So I think first of all, let's start by making the windows. So I have a couple of stamps here. These are like older Stampin' Up! Stamps. I don't have, I think this one's bigger. Let's do that circle. I don't know if they still have these stamps, but you definitely can get them maybe through other companies. So we're gonna make the windows with these. I think what I'm going to do is add the window on here and see how far in I can do the window. Because with these bunches, you can also cut the window with your die cuts as well. And I'm just gonna make a little fold to, and we'll glue that to just enforce that opening there. I'm going to do the same with this one. And we'll glue all of this just like a little mass make session here. This one. Oh, this one was printed double-sided. Wonder if I do this. No, I don't like it. Any of these printed double-sided? No. Okay, so we're going to fold it over to strengthen or reinforce that opening. And for this one, let's do a circle. Whoops! A circle window. And then for this one, let's do this rectangle here. Okay, so the next step would be to glue this down, the reinforcement. And do we want to make a little notch to get your tag out? Well, maybe I'll wait until it's dry because it almost feels like the punch does not want to go through. So let's give it time to dry. I have spent the past couple of days just unpacking boxes and organizing closets. We're still trying to move back into our house, and I can tell you, I don't know if we'll ever be back completely, because it just feels like it's just chaos. Everywhere I look, it's chaos. My craft room, whenever you unpack a box, you have to rearrange, and same with the house. So it just feels like it's never ending trying to get the house back to where it was. I'm going to do these together so I have them at this on the same spot. Anyway, and as I'm recording and doing stuff in my craft room, I make a mess, and then I find a box that needs to go into the craft room, and the craft room is a mess again. And anyway, we'll get there. And in between, you know, if you're moving and moving in or moving out, you still need to do the regular things every day. You do the laundry, unload, you know, do the dishes and all of that. So my window I'm going to make with this bag that I probably bought something, I don't know, it was with my scrap papers. I usually put a couple of these bags that's been used in my scrap paper box for windows specifically. So don't throw all these bags away when you buy stuff. Keep one or two. I also have videos on how I decorated these bags. They're older videos. I hope I'll remember to link them. If not, please just let me know and I can link them, or if you look them up. I need three pieces for the windows. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, let's put this behind because otherwise I can't see. So I'm going to glue this on here, and this one I might cut a little smaller. I don't need that much. Okay, I'm going to glue this on. Shall I use art glitter glue or? So maybe just I'm going to make markings where the edges are, because you want to glue those edges on, especially those two, because when you put the tag in or take it out, it might catch on it. So I'm going to not put the glue on my plastic, but on my paper. Let's see, and just, I don't want the glue to ooze out too much either, and around here, because then it glues your pockets shut. But we're going to mass make, so hopefully this will be dry by the time we get to this one again, if it oozes out. And I'm going to use a dry wet wipe and just try to get rid of some of the glue that oozes out around the window and on the edges. Okay, so that can dry, and there's my window. And this one, we're gonna do the exact same thing. And I can again cut this just a tad bit smaller. Don't need that much plastic. And I'm going to mark it again. And then I think my glue might be done. I will be happy if it's done because I want to wash this bottle. It's very dirty. And clean the nozzle and all of that. That would be nice if it's done. This one goes on there. Again, just get rid of extra glue and make sure everything is glued on. Okay. And this one. Cut it a little smaller again. Let's see if something's stuck in here, maybe. Okay, let's use a different glue. I like using art glue for certain things, but sometimes it's just the struggle with the bottle is just not worth it. But that one is on its last leg, so then the glue is not as, doesn't flow as easily anymore. It kind of gets thick and sticky. This will work too, I hope. We'll find out soon. Never used this is the Eileen's tacky glue. I've never used this one for gluing on the acetate. I do have a little bit of that glue on there. All the other ones worked out just fine. Yeah, because you don't want to get glue on your acetate either, because then it isn't that see-through anymore. You know, it gets kind of like a murky color. That makes any sense. Okay, so now we're gonna start the gluing. And we'll just use a, let's get rid of all of that. This tag will give you a lot of extra writing space, and you can even use the pocket to add your ephemera on the tag. You don't have to use, something to write on. Okay, let's start at the top. Line it up. Okay, it's not straight, but we'll straighten it afterwards. Okay, so that one's glued. Then this one, why is the paper sticking to the table? Oh, I'm so sorry, I just hit the camera. I think I need to clean my table. There's a lot of glue on the table already. That's why everything's sticking to the table. I actually think I should paint my table because it is getting a little dirty. Usually I paint my table regularly, because with crafting on a white painted table, definitely you need to paint it once or twice during the year. And I printed my papers on 32 digital quality paper. So it's not photo paper, but if you look at in Staples or an office kind of place, you'll find papers that's just copy paper, and then you'll find papers that's digital quality paper or fine print. I can't remember what they use, but there's, it's not just regular copy paper, and you can definitely feel the texture, and you can definitely see the difference in the quality. Absolutely. So if you can find digital quality paper, I have found digital quality paper in 24 pounds, 28 and 32. So you do get different thicknesses. This paper is a little thicker than regular copy paper. Just want to cut the edges off that where I didn't glue straight. Yeah, so definitely if you're printing from home, try to find a better quality paper. You do not necessarily have to print on photo matte paper either. If, like I said, you do find there is digital quality papers that works really. This is that's what I'm using, because I find the photo matte print paper, the photo matte paper is hard to find, number one, and number two, it's expensive. I usually look for it at the thrift stores. So when I do print on photo matte paper, usually that's what I found at thrift stores, just because it's cheaper and I print a lot. So for me, it just works out too expensive. The photo matte printer paper. Okay, I think that is neat enough. And then all we're gonna do is glue our pockets onto our tag. And I think I need to clean that little edge up. It's gonna go on my tag here. Oh, it's bigger. Going to leave that to dry before I cut it. This one's the same size. No, because I cut it to fit. Let's just cut a little bit off and see. Still a little bit on this side. Yeah. Oh, this one. Look what I did. It shows the little bit of blue there, which isn't bad, I suppose, but let's find a little bit of scrap paper to add on the bottom there. It's always fixable. If you ask me. This one we'll just cut to size. Okay, problem solved. Oh, and did I make sure it is the right size now? Yeah, everything's sticking to my table. I have too much glue on the table. I think that's okay. From previous projects, and you kind of wipe the glue off, but not all of it comes off. So I definitely need to work on that today. Let's put it on there. Then this one, the back pocket, and let's cut it to size, because otherwise it won't stick. So I'll glue the ink, put the glue on the edges, and then it won't. Okay, we're getting there, finishing up our tags. And like I say, these papers that I've printed on are a little bit thicker than regular copy paper, so it makes your pocket sturdy enough. I don't think you need to use cardstock for your pockets. And I also reinforced that edge where you're gonna put the tag in and out, pull it in and out, so it should be very sturdy even if you pull that tag out 3 and 4 times a day. I do with my glue, it's oozing out on the side here. Get rid of some of the glue. That is it. So now we're going to cut it into a tag shape. Let's just use this one, it's just easier. And using those little pieces on the side. Okay, and one, oh, this one needs some trimming. See, and a little bit of glue on this side just because it was where I put the glue didn't touch the tag. The base of the tag. Oh, getting glue on there. That one's fine. And they are kind of folding or rolling up one way. Let's just bend it a little bit so they're flat. I'm not doing that. Okay, so now I think what we can do, now we can fill the pockets. I was thinking of using some of these. They might be bigger, but we can always trim them smaller. Let's see if they'll fit in here. I need to cut them a little smaller. And I will back them with cardstock or like file folder or something, so they'll be a little bit more sturdy. Oops, the glue wasn't dry yet totally. That happens when you're impatient. Okay. And then we can do maybe this tag. I have to cut it smaller. I'll have to cut it a little. So we'll just decorate one of them and not all of them. So let's decorate this one, because otherwise we might be here for too long. So I need to cut it like more or less there. Now I cut it a little too short, but it's okay. Then let's see if we have something to pack it with. I don't have big enough cardstock or file folder here. I'll do that later on in the backing. But so this one, now I need to find something that would fit in that window. And maybe those that might fit in there. And I printed these smaller as well. These are from the regular ephemera kit, and I printed 4 on a page, as you can see. And I'm thinking that one would actually fit in there in the window. So now to decide where to glue this on, it might be better to have something I can see more or less where the pocket is. So it's too small, so it might be better to have something a little bit bigger. Let's see if this one would work. Because my window is so small and I do want something to peek through that window. That one is actually perfect. Okay, so we'll decorate this tag quickly. I'm just going to do the one. And let's see if we have this kind of torn and not printed, or cut, torn and not cut. And I do need a little bit of, because I tore it the wrong way, it has that white edge. So let's just put a little bit of ink on that white edge. And maybe fold it a little bit so it looks older. And I have an old emery board here, and I'm just going to file that a little bit and then add some ink on there to make it look older. Let's do this as well, almost like it was folded. And put in an envelope. I'm not going to use the emery board for that because I don't want it totally as... Let's just crumple it up a little bit too. Why not? Okay. Then we're going to put it on here, and will I see through this where the... Now I'm covering that. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. We'll just deal with it in a minute. Let's glue this on and try to get the girl inside the window. Okay. did my tag go? There. Okay, let's see if we have this here. It will be in there. I can feel the window kind of underneath here, so let's just hope for the best to get it in here. Let's see while it's still wet, then I can still pull it up. Okay, and this needs to go a little bit this way, but other than that, it's good. Now a little lower. Still a little lower. Okay, luckily the glue doesn't dry immediately. And now we have it right on the right spot. Hooray! Okay, so then we can add stuff here. I'm going to add tag toppers maybe later. Usually that's the last thing I do when I decorate my journals. I add the tag toppers last. And do we want maybe some of that on there? And I have this very cute Berlin stamp, the blue, or thinking these will be too big. And they're not really pink, they're more red. I have a bunch of them. I think I like the blue one better. Okay, so let's put a little bit of this on there. And I'm gonna glue the stamp with this wet glue as well, rather than the glue stick, so that when I push it down, some of the ink goes through the holes on that cheesecloth that was on the book binding. And then this will go in here. And when I have it with cardstock, backed with cardstock, it should be better. I'm hoping. I don't know why I can't get my words out today. So do we want something on here? Or maybe just a tag topper here. This is velvet and I tore it, so I'm going to just get rid of some of the at the beginning it makes a big fat mess. That looks good, or I still have a little piece of this left. The ticking, I actually like the velvet more, so let's put the velvet there. Come on. And then maybe because I have a topper on this one, I might not do toppers for the little tags in the pockets, because otherwise it gets too busy. Okay. And I don't think, let's just quickly see if we want to add something on here, because I would probably tuck this in a pocket because I have all of this for writing space. Now I can maybe add a little, I have this container filled with small pieces of laces and things, and maybe that can go on there. I like that. Where can I put you? Let's see that. And maybe, oh, I think Rachel had some, or am I mistaken? I was thinking there was some labels in our kit. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, no. So I have some labels over here. Let's see. I simply want something like that on there. Oh, not upside down. Or even there's some numbers. I like the oval more. And maybe just a little torn piece of this blue behind there, just to bring some blue in here on the bottom. Oh, okay. Let's glue this on. And I'll decorate the other ones off camera and maybe just show it at the end what I've done with these. Okay. Oops, upside down. Okay. And that is tags with window pockets. Like I say, I will add tags and things in here and decorate it. Maybe show it at the end of the video what I've done with them, just to give you ideas on how to decorate them, and maybe make some and show me if you have done some of these. Share it on Rachel's Facebook page. It's just Rach and Bella Crafts. Or I also have a Facebook group page, Miemie's Keepsakes. It's a group page, so just look for it and share your work. You don't need a channel to share these, or if you have an Instagram page, you can share it. And remember to put the hashtag 100 days JJI, 100 days of junk journaling ideas, and then we can all share ideas and get inspired by each other. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.